In a realm where loyalty is paramount and betrayal lurks in the shadows, one guardian stands against the tide. The sacred temple holds secrets that could shatter their world. What truths lie hidden, waiting to be unveiled? Lyra, the devoted guardian, dedicated her life to protecting the temple and its ancient relics. She believed in the purity of her mission, unaware of the dark conspiracies brewing around her. Little did she know, her most trusted ally harbored a secret that could alter her fate forever. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting shadows in every corner, whispers filled the air. The sacred temple was not just a sanctuary, but a battleground for hearts. Lyra sensed the change, a chill that crept into her bones. Within the temple walls, a hidden council conspired, their eyes fixed on the relic Lyra guarded. Their leader, Eldrin, was her closest friend, yet he bore the weight of a perilous decision. Was his loyalty to his friend stronger than his ambition? As secrets unfolded, Lyra discovered an ancient prophecy hidden within the temple's texts. It spoke of betrayal from within and the fall of the Guardian. Doubt began to creep into her heart. Could she truly trust Eldrin? Determined to uncover the truth, Lyra confronted Eldrin. The air crackled with tension as she demanded answers. Would he confess his intentions, or would his silence betray their bond? Eldrin's eyes darkened as he revealed the truth. He had been seduced by power, promising the temple's relic to a rival faction for his own gain. The betrayal cut deeper than any blade, piercing through Lyra's heart. Heartbroken but resolute, Lyra vowed to protect the temple from Eldrin's greed. Her duty now outweighed her feelings. She gathered allies, loyal friends who believed in her cause, ready to confront the darkness that threatened their sanctuary. As the sun rose, casting a warm glow over the temple, Lyra and her allies prepared for the impending confrontation. They knew Eldrin would not back down easily. His ambition was fueled by desperation. The battle for trust had begun. The clash echoed through the sacred halls as Lyra and her allies faced Eldrin's forces. Each blow was a test of loyalty, a reminder of the bonds that had been forged and fractured. Would love prevail against betrayal? Amidst the chaos, Lyra's heart raced as she confronted Eldrin once more. Their eyes locked, the pain of their shared past echoed in the silence. Would they fight until the end? Or could redemption still be found? In a moment of clarity, Lyra made a desperate plea for Eldrin to abandon his path of destruction. She reminded him of the friendship they once cherished, hoping to tug at the remnants of his humanity. Would he listen? Eldrin hesitated, his resolve faltering as memories of their shared laughter flooded his mind. The warmth of their bond flickered like a candle in the wind. Could he truly forsake the love they once shared for the pursuit of power? But ambition is a cruel master, steering minds away from compassion. With a heavy heart, Eldrin drew his weapon, determined to fight until the bitter end. Trust had turned to betrayal, and the temple echoed with their pain. The battle intensified, each clash of steel a reminder of what they once were. Lyra fought fiercely, but her heart ached for the friend she lost. In the depths of battle, she sought a way to reach him, to break through the shadows that clouded his heart. Suddenly, a pivotal moment arose when Eldrin's forces began to falter. Lyra seized the opportunity to confront him once more, hoping to pierce through the darkness enveloping him. It was now or never. With their eyes locked once more, Lyra spoke of love, of forgiveness, and of the path that remained. Would Eldrin find his way back, or would the betrayal seal his fate forever? Eldrin, torn between two worlds, lowered his weapon. The weight of his choices flooded him with regret. In that moment, he realized love could conquer ambition. But was it too late? Lyra stepped closer, extending her hand, a silent invitation for redemption. The temple, once a battleground, transformed into a sanctuary of hopes and dreams. Would he take the leap of faith? As the battle quieted, Eldrin grasped Lyra's hand, feeling warmth radiate from their bond. In that moment, forgiveness washed over them both. and the remnants of their friendship shimmered like stars in the night sky. The remaining forces, witnessing this act of reconciliation, lowered their weapons. In the face of renewed trust, the temple stood tall, a testament to love's resilience against betrayal. With hearts mending, Lyra and Eldrin turned to the relic they once fought over, now a symbol of their renewed bond. They vowed to protect the temple together, stronger than ever, united in purpose. As the sun set on the sacred temple, the shadows of betrayal receded, replaced by light and hope. Love triumphed over ambition, proving that trust once broken can be rebuilt with sincerity and heart. In the end, the temple stood as a testament to the power of love and the strength of trust. For every betrayal, there lies a chance for redemption, a chance to rewrite one's fate. What story will you write with your heart? As dawn broke over the sacred temple, shadows danced through the ancient stones, hinting at secrets yet to be revealed. The loyal guardian, Eric, stood vigilant, sensing a shift in the air, a disturbance that tugged at his heart. What awaited him within the temple walls, hidden beneath layers of history and betrayal? Eric felt the weight of his responsibilities pressing down on him, the echoes of past betrayals haunting his every thought. Could he truly safeguard the remnants of trust left behind? The temple felt alive, whispering tales of love lost and the trials that awaited him. Within the inner sanctum, a flickering light revealed a hidden chamber cloaked in mystery. Eric's heart raced as he stepped inside, the air thick with the scent of incense and the promise of revelations. What would he uncover, and who could he trust in this web of deception? In the center of the room, a pedestal held an ancient scroll, its edges frayed with time. Eric approached cautiously, knowing that the knowledge it contained could change everything he believed. Trust was a fragile thing, easily shattered. Would this scroll reveal the truth or deepen the betrayal? Unrolling the scroll, Eric's eyes widened as the truth unfolded before him. A lineage of guardians marked by loyalty, but tainted by betrayal. Names he recognized were intertwined with shadows of doubt, each revealing a story of deceit that echoed through time. How could he reconcile these truths with his unwavering loyalty? Suddenly, the temple trembled, as if reacting to Eric's newfound knowledge. Cracks appeared in the stone, and a voice reverberated through the halls, calling for him to confront his past. The guardian's heart raced. Was it a warning or an invitation to delve deeper into the many layers of truth? Eirik steadied himself, knowing he could not ignore the call. With each step deeper into the temple's heart, the shadows of betrayal loomed larger, threatening to consume him. He had to find the source of this disturbance, or risk losing everything he cherished: his honor, his loyalty, and perhaps even love. At last, he entered a hidden chamber where a figure cloaked in darkness awaited him. It was his childhood friend Lysandra, believed lost to the shadows. Her betrayal had wounded him deeply, but seeing her now ignited a whirlwind of emotions: rage, love, and longing for answers. Eric, she whispered, her voice dripping with both sorrow and resolve. I have returned to reveal the truth behind my actions, but only if you are willing to listen. The temple crumbles, and so does our story if we cannot find common ground. Eirik's heart ached at the sight of her, memories flooding back of their shared laughter and dreams. But the weight of her betrayal hung heavily between them. Could he truly listen, or would the ghosts of the past drown out her words? He had to decide quickly, as the temple's fate rested on their choices. You have every right to be angry, Eric, Lysandra continued, her tone softening. But what if I told you that my betrayal was never about you? It was a sacrifice made to protect those I loved. Trust me, I have sought redemption, and it all begins with this moment. Eric's resolve wavered, the flicker of hope igniting within him. Could her sacrifice be the key to mending their fractured bond? He felt the temple pulse with energy, reacting to their conversation, as if it too desired reconciliation between them. Tell me everything, Lysandra, Eirik finally said, his voice steady but laced with emotion. I will listen. But know that trust is not easily given, and the truth must be worthy of redemption. His heart raced with anticipation, ready to dive into the depths of her truths. As Lysandra began to reveal her story, the shadows around them thickened, entwining with their words. The temple seemed to listen, absorbing their confession as secrets left her lips. Each revelation was a thread, weaving their fates together once more, but at what cost? I was chosen by the Order to protect an ancient secret, she confessed, her eyes downcast. When I was sent to sabotage the temple, I believed it would save the world from destruction. I never meant to hurt you, Eric. I thought betraying you was the only way to protect our future. Eric felt the ground shift beneath him, realizing that her betrayal stemmed from a place of fear and duty, not malice. Tears stung his eyes as he grappled with the complexity of her choices. Could he forgive her, knowing her heart had been in the right place all along? As the final pieces of her tale unfolded, Eric felt a tug at his heart, a longing for the past, intertwined with the hope of a future. The temple's tremors intensified, urging them to act quickly. Could their rekindled bond withstand the trials that lay ahead, or was this merely the calm before the storm? Suddenly, the very stones of the temple began to glow, illuminated by the energy of their emotions. Eric's heart raced as he realized the temple was a living entity, responding to their shared truths. This was not just a sanctuary, it was a crucible of their emotions, a test of trust and love. We must unite our strengths, Eric, Lysandra urged, her voice emboldened by the temple's energy. Together, we can protect what remains of our world and rewrite our destiny. This is the moment that defines us, a choice to forge a new path or continue down the one marred by betrayal. Eric felt the weight of her words resonating deep within him. Together, they had the power to face the shadows of their past and confront the looming darkness threatening their future. Strengthened by love and trust, they stood ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, the temple their guiding light. As they stepped forward, the temple's energy surged, enveloping them in a cocoon of light. Together, they prepared to embrace their destinies, knowing that trust is forged in the fires of adversity. The true test had begun, and with it, the chance to reclaim their story and rewrite history. The air thickened with tension as they approached the temple's heart, a pulsating light beckoning them. Whispers of ancient secrets danced around them, hinting at revelations that could change everything. Each step forward felt like a leap into the unknown, pushing their trust to the brink. Suddenly, a tremor shook the ground beneath them, echoing a warning from the temple itself. The guardian, eyes wide with a mix of fear and determination, sensed the shift in energy. This temple is alive. It knows our intentions, they declared, their voice steady amidst the chaos. As they ventured deeper, shadows flickered at the edges of their vision, whispers growing louder. The Guardian turned to their companions, heart racing. We must stay united, for the temple tests our bonds. Betrayal lurks in the darkness, waiting for the moment of doubt. The group reached a grand chamber adorned with ancient murals and inscriptions. Here, the past and present intertwined, revealing the temple's history of betrayal and loyalty. The Guardian traced the symbols, realizing they held the key to their predicament. A sudden gust of wind swept through the chamber, causing the inscriptions to glow ominously. The Guardian's voice trembled. These marks warn us of a treachery that once split the Guardians from their kin. We must heed their warning to avoid repeating history. A figure emerged from the shadows, cloaked in mystery and holding an ancient scroll. You seek the truth? It is woven with threads of betrayal and sacrifice. Only those pure of heart can unveil its secrets, he proclaimed, his eyes piercing through the darkness. The Guardian hesitated, sensing an underlying motive in the stranger's words. What tests await us? They asked. Determination etched on their face. The figure smirked. Only the bravest will confront their past and face the shadows that dwell within. With a nod from the Guardian, The group decided to accept the challenge. They gathered their strength, ready to delve into the shadows of their own pasts. As they stepped forward, the chamber echoed with the weight of their collective resolve. The chamber transformed into a labyrinth of memories, each corner revealing a pivotal moment in their lives. The Guardian felt their heart race as visions of past betrayals played out before them, forcing them to confront old wounds. As they navigated the maze, the Guardians stumbled upon a vision of a past betrayal that shattered their trust. A loved one, cloaked in shadows, had chosen power over loyalty. Anguish twisted in their heart, igniting the flames of doubt. The Guardians' resolve wavered as they questioned their own loyalty. Could they forgive the past? Their companions, sensing the turmoil, rallied around them, reminding the Guardian of the strength found in unity and shared purpose. Determined to push through, they advanced deeper into the labyrinth. With each step, the shadows transformed into light, illuminating the path ahead. The temple seemed to respond, sensing their growing courage and rekindled trust. At the center of the labyrinth, they found a mirror, ancient and ornate. The Guardian approached, recognizing it as a reflection of their soul, revealing not only their fears, but also their deepest desires. Would they dare to face their truth? As the Guardian gazed into the mirror, they saw visions of a future filled with both love and sacrifice. The weight of choices loomed heavily upon them as they pondered what sacrifices they would make for those they loved. Their companions watched in silence, feeling the emotional tide wash over the Guardian. Suddenly, the ground trembled again, and the chamber shook, as if the temple itself was testing their resolve and illuminating their true paths. The Guardian felt a surge of strength, clenching their fists with renewed determination. "I will not be defined by my past," they shouted, echoing off the chamber walls. The temple responded, a brilliant light erupting from the mirror, bathing them in hope. The light from the mirror coalesced into a vision of their future, one where loyalty triumphed over betrayal. Together, they could rewrite their destinies, but only if they embraced the strength of their bonds, forged in adversity. With a newfound purpose, they prepared to leave the labyrinth, but shadows still lingered, whispering doubts. The Guardian turned to their companions. "We must trust each other completely, for the final trial awaits us beyond these walls." As they emerged from the labyrinth, the temple's grand entrance loomed before them, a gateway to the final challenge. The Guardian took a deep breath, steeling themselves for whatever awaited, their heart pounding with anticipation and trepidation. Beyond the entrance was a vast courtyard filled with otherworldly flora, but the beauty was marred by a sense of foreboding. The Guardian glanced at their companions, recognizing the determination mirrored in their eyes. They were in this together. Suddenly, a booming voice filled the air, echoing through the courtyard. "To prove your loyalty and worth, you must face your greatest fears. Only then can you unlock the temple's final secrets," it proclaimed, sending shivers down their spines. The Guardian's heart raced at the thought of confronting their deepest fears. Would they stand strong, or would the shadows of doubt consume them? They took a step forward, their voice steady. "We will face this together." The courtyard transformed into a surreal battleground of their past memories, each companion facing their own demons. The Guardian felt the weight of responsibility. They were not just fighting for themselves, but for the entire group. With each confrontation, the bonds among them grew stronger. They shouted words of encouragement, reminding one another of their shared purpose. In this moment, loyalty became their greatest weapon against the darkness. But as they fought, the Guardian felt a chilling presence lurking behind them. A shadowy figure, once a trusted ally, emerged with a sinister grin. "Did you really think trust could conquer everything?" it taunted, rekindling old fears. The world around them seemed to freeze as the Guardian faced the embodiment of betrayal. Memories flooded back of the times when trust had been broken. "I will not let you define my fate," they declared, voice cutting through the darkness. Suddenly, a flicker of doubt crept into the Guardian's heart. What if they were wrong? What if their loyalty was misplaced? But just as the darkness threatened to overwhelm them, Their companions rallied at their side, fierce and unwavering. With their friends beside them, the Guardian found strength they never knew they had. Together, we are unstoppable, they shouted, charging toward the shadowy figure. The light of their unity began to push back the darkness, illuminating the path ahead. The shadowy figure shrieked as the light engulfed it, revealing a truth that shook the Guardian to their core. This figure was a distorted reflection of their own fears, a reminder of the betrayal they had faced long ago. The realization hit the Guardian hard. They had to confront not only the betrayal of others, but also their own insecurities. I am stronger than my fears, they declared, finally taking ownership of their own narrative. With newfound clarity, they turned to their companions, confidence shining in their eyes. Let us show this darkness what true loyalty looks like. Together, they unleashed their combined strength, a beacon of hope illuminating the darkness. In that moment, the courtyard transformed into a radiant battlefield, every shadow retreating as their light grew brighter. The bond of trust that they had forged through trials became their greatest weapon against the encroaching darkness. As the last remnants of darkness faded away, the Guardian collapsed to their knees, overwhelmed by emotion. "We did it," they breathed, tears of relief and joy streaming down their face. The companions gathered around, celebrating their victory. But amidst the celebration, the Guardian felt a stirring within the temple. A deeper secret was still hidden, waiting to be unveiled. Is this truly the end? They wondered, knowing that their journey was far from over. The booming voice returned, resonating through the temple. "You have proven your loyalty, but the ultimate test lies ahead. Face the truth of your pasts, and only then will you unlock the final door to wisdom." The Guardian's heart raced once more. They knew this final trial could unearth buried feelings and hidden fears. They exchanged determined glances with their companions, ready to face whatever lay beyond that door. With bated breath, they approached the ancient door, intricately carved with images of their past struggles. The Guardian placed a hand on the cool surface, feeling the energy pulse beneath their fingertips, a prelude to the revelations ahead. As they pushed the door open, a blinding light engulfed them, transporting them to a realm of memories. Each companion faced their own past, their fears personified as they prepared for the ultimate confrontation. The Guardian found themselves in a vivid memory, a scene replaying the moment they were betrayed by a loved one. Pain surged through them, and they felt the weight of that heartbreak as if it were happening all over again. But this time, they were not that helpless figure. They were stronger, determined to reclaim their power. "I will rise from this," they declared, ready to confront the shadows of their past without fear. With each past they faced, the companions transformed their pain into strength, calling upon the lessons learned from their journey. The bonds they had forged illuminated their paths, dispelling the shadows of doubt once and for all. As they emerged from their memories, a powerful wave of energy surged through the temple, merging with their newfound resolve. The air crackled with anticipation, the final test drawing near, promising wisdom unlike any they had ever known. The Guardian turned to their companions, their hearts united in purpose. "We are ready for whatever comes next," they declared. Together, they stepped forward into the next chamber, where the ultimate truths awaited them. As they entered the chamber, they were met with ancient scrolls and artifacts, each representing a piece of their intertwined destinies. These relics held the wisdom of ages, waiting to reveal the hidden truths they had long sought. With hearts full of hope, they realized that this was just the beginning of a new chapter in their saga. Together, they would unlock the wisdom of the ages, forging a brighter future born from the fires of their pasts. With the relics in hand, the group ventured deeper into the sacred temple, where echoes of ancient chants hung heavy in the air. Each step resonated with the weight of their past, foreshadowing the trials that lay ahead. The walls whispered secrets, promising revelations that could shatter their fragile trust. As they approached the heart of the temple, a sudden tremor shook the ground beneath them. Shadows danced ominously, and the air thickened with tension. It was as if the temple itself was alive, sensing their fears and doubts about each other. The loyal guardian, Alaric, felt the weight of responsibility heavy upon his shoulders. He looked at his companions, their faces etched with uncertainty, and knew that they stood on the brink of a revelation that could change everything. Trust was no longer a given. It was a fragile thread. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows, cloaked and mysterious. It was Seraphine, a former ally presumed lost, her presence igniting a mixture of relief and suspicion among the group. Her return raised questions that threatened to ignite old wounds. "You thought I was gone, didn't you?" Seraphine's voice rang out, laced with both defiance and vulnerability. She stepped forward, holding a shard of a relic that pulsed with an ancient energy, a piece of the truth they had been seeking. Alaric's heart raced as he recalled the betrayal that had driven them apart. Trust, once a foundation, now felt like a distant memory. Could he believe in her again, or was this another ploy to manipulate their quest? Seraphine, aware of Alaric's struggle, pleaded for understanding. "I was only trying to protect you. The truth I carry is more dangerous than you know." Her eyes flickered with both sincerity and a hint of desperation as she revealed the relic's significance. The atmosphere thickened as Seraphine unveiled a hidden prophecy related to their quest. It foretold of a guardian's betrayal, a truth that could tear them apart or bind them closer than ever. The stakes were higher than they had ever imagined. Caught between disbelief and the weight of the prophecy, Alaric struggled to maintain composure. His heart battled with his mind, each pulse screaming for loyalty, while logic questioned the very foundation of their union. As tensions escalated, the temple trembled once more, as if reacting to their turmoil. Cracks began to form around them, revealing hidden chambers bathed in a glowing light beckoning them to uncover more. Compelled by both fear and curiosity, the group edged closer to the fissures. Alaric turned to Seraphine, determination igniting in his eyes. "If we are to uncover the truth, we must face it together, no matter the cost." Seraphine nodded, her expression softening as she stepped forward, ready to confront the truths she had kept hidden. The temple was alive with energy, and the air crackled with potential, urging them onward to their fate. Together, they descended into the newly revealed chamber, where walls adorned with ancient runes told tales of love, betrayal, and sacrifice. These inscriptions echoed their own struggles, intertwining their fates with those of the past. As they explored the chamber, Seraphine approached one particular inscription, her heart racing. It spoke of a guardian tasked with protecting sacred truths, but also of the dire consequences of betrayal, the very fate Alaric now questioned. "This is where the guardian fell, unable to resist temptation," Seraphine whispered, her voice trembling. The weight of the words sank deep, and Alaric felt the sting of uncertainty. Was he destined to repeat that tragic fate? In that moment, the air shifted, charged with unspoken words and unresolved feelings. Alaric's heart ached with the burden of trust as he realized the depth of Seraphine's sacrifice. Could he let go of the past for the sake of their future? Seraphine, sensing the change, stepped closer to Alaric. "I never wanted to betray you, Alaric. I only sought to protect our future. The temple reveals our choices, but it also offers us redemption if we have the courage to seize it." As the words hung in the air, the chamber brightened, casting shadows against the ancient runes. It was a moment suspended in time where hope flickered like a candle in the darkness, waiting for someone to ignite its flame. In that moment of clarity, Alaric reached out, bridging the chasm of doubt that had grown between them. "I will trust you, Seraphine. Together, we will uncover the truth and reshape our destinies." His voice rang with determination, echoing against the temple's walls. With renewed resolve, they delved deeper into the chamber, where secrets awaited to be unearthed. But as they uncovered more relics, the air thickened with a sense of foreboding, as if the temple itself warned them of the dangers ahead. Each relic they uncovered told a story of its own. Moments of love and sacrifice, heartbreak and loyalty. But one relic, larger and more ornate than the rest, drew their attention, pulsating with an energy that felt both familiar and ominous. As they approached the relic, Alaric felt a surge of emotions: fear, love, and lingering doubt. Was this relic a key to their future or a reminder of their past failures? The choice loomed large before them, a test of their newly forged trust. Seraphine, sensing his turmoil, took his hand, grounding him. Whatever this relic holds, we face it together. Our past does not define our future. We have the power to rewrite our story, but only if we believe in each other. With hearts united, they reached out to touch the relic, its energy enveloping them in a warm embrace. For a moment, time stood still as the relic began to reveal fragments of their intertwined fates, illuminating their path forward. Visions flooded their minds, a tapestry of past lives, filled with love, betrayal, and choices that led to this moment. They saw glimpses of a time when guardians were revered, and the sacred temple was a place of unity and strength. Yet, amidst the beauty, darkness lingered. They witnessed a guardian's fall from grace, tempted by power and ultimately lost to betrayal. This was the truth Seraphine had feared to reveal. Her ancestors were part of that tragic tale. Alaric's heart sank as the truth unfolded. Seraphine's lineage carried the burden of that betrayal, a shadow cast over their current quest. Would the sins of the past doom their future, or could they forge a new path together? Seraphine, sensing Alaric's turmoil, spoke with conviction. We are not defined by our ancestors' mistakes. We have the power to break this cycle, to choose a different fate. Stand with me, Alaric. Together, we can overcome this darkness. The energy of the relic enveloped them further, intertwining their fates in a brilliant light. Alaric felt a sense of clarity wash over him, a realization that only together could they rewrite the narrative that had haunted them for generations. As their resolve strengthened, the temple began to shift, the walls breathing as new pathways opened before them. Each turn promised new challenges, but also new opportunities for redemption, trust, and love. With a shared breath, they stepped forward into the unknown, where secrets awaited to be unveiled. The path ahead shimmered with promise, lighting the way to their next challenge and deeper understanding of their bond. As they journeyed deeper into the temple, they came across a chamber filled with mirrors, each reflecting different versions of their pasts. The reflections showed not only their triumphs but also their greatest failures, a painful reminder of the journey they had undertaken. In one mirror, Alaric saw himself at the moment of his greatest betrayal, a shadow looming over his heart. In another, Seraphina witnessed her ancestors fall from grace, the consequences of their choices weighing heavily on her soul. The mirrors taunted them, forcing them to confront the darkness within. Alaric clenched his fists, grappling with self-loathing, while Seraphine felt the burden of her lineage bear down on her. Could they overcome such haunting reflections? Just then, a voice echoed through the chamber, resonating with ancient wisdom. To move forward, you must confront what lies behind. Only by acknowledging your past can you break free from its chains and embrace your true destiny. Alaric turned to Seraphine, the weight of the moment heavy between them. I cannot change what I did, but I can choose who I am now. Together, we must face these reflections, no matter how painful. His words broke the tension, offering hope. Seraphine nodded, her voice steady. We must embrace our past to shape our future. Let's confront these truths side by side. No more fear, no more doubt. Together, we can transform our legacy. Taking a deep breath, they turned to the mirrors, each one choosing to step forward into their reflections. A surge of energy enveloped them, intertwining their fates once more as they faced the echoes of their past. The chamber erupted in light as the reflections morphed, revealing not just failures but also their strengths, their resilience, love, and loyalty. This was their true legacy, a story worth rewriting together. As the light faded, they found themselves standing before a new path, a doorway that had been hidden until now. It pulsed with energy, inviting them to step into the unknown where more truths awaited to be discovered. With hearts emboldened by their revelations, Alaric and Seraphine stepped through the doorway, ready to confront whatever lay beyond. The air felt electric, charged with the anticipation of what the temple held in store for them. Beyond the doorway lay an expansive chamber filled with ancient artifacts and a central altar, where a shimmering light cast shadows of warriors who had come before. Each relic told of battles fought and sacrifices made, echoing the very essence of their own quest. As they explored the chamber, Alaric discovered a relic that resonated with his heart, a sword once wielded by a guardian known for his valor and loyalty. It whispered promises of protection, urging Alaric to embrace his destiny fully. Seraphine, too, found a relic that called to her, a pendant imbued with the essence of her ancestors, symbolizing hope and resilience. She felt their strength coursing through her veins, a reminder of what she fought to protect. Their spirits lifted by the relics, they felt the temple shifting once again, responding to their newfound resolve. The walls began to illuminate paths leading to the heart of the temple, where the ultimate truth awaited them. With their hearts united and destinies intertwined, Alaric and Seraphine stepped toward the heart of the temple, ready to face the final test of trust. The energy around them hummed in anticipation, a promise that whatever lay ahead was theirs to shape. As they approached the heart of the temple, the air crackled with energy. A massive door adorned with intricate symbols loomed before them, guarded by the spirit of an ancient guardian, a figure draped in golden light. Only those who prove their worth may enter, the guardian's voice boomed, echoing through the chamber. Alaric and Seraphine exchanged determined glances, knowing that this final challenge would test not just their skills, but their trust in one another. The guardian raised an ethereal hand, enveloping them in a shimmering light. Share your truths, reveal your hearts, and only then shall the door grant passage. Trust is the key that unlocks the path ahead. As the light enveloped them, Alaric took a deep breath, ready to reveal his innermost fears and regrets. He spoke of his past betrayal, the demons that haunted him, and his unwavering desire to make amends, to protect Seraphine at all costs. Seraphine listened intently, her heart aching for him. When it was her turn, she spoke of her lineage, the burden of her ancestors' mistakes, and her fight to reclaim her identity. She fought against the darkness that sought to define her, striving to choose her own path. With each word, the light intensified, merging their energies, creating an intricate tapestry of their truths. They recognized the power of vulnerability, understanding that only through honesty could they truly bond and strengthen their trust. The door began to glow, pulsating with a rhythm that mirrored their hearts. The guardian's voice echoed once more, "You have shown courage and honesty. The door now recognizes your bond. Step forth and claim the truth that awaits you." With hearts aligned, Alaric and Seraphine stepped forward, hand in hand, as the door swung open. A brilliant light spilled forth, illuminating the path to the ultimate truth, where destiny awaited them. As they stepped into the light, they found themselves in a vast expanse filled with swirling mists and visions of possibility. Each step revealed paths their destinies could take, filled with choices yet to be made. In this realm of potential, they came across a crossroad, each path glowing with different colors, each representing a choice that could change everything. The weight of the moment pressed upon them, reminding them that their decisions would shape their futures. Alaric turned to Seraphine, uncertainty flickering in his eyes. "Which path do we take? Each choice feels monumental, and I fear the consequences of our decisions." "What if we fail?" Seraphine placed a reassuring hand on his shoulder, her voice steady. "Every path holds its risks, but not choosing is the greatest risk of all. We must trust ourselves and each other to navigate this journey together." Encouraged by her words, Alaric took a deep breath and scanned the paths. With a newfound determination, he pointed toward the path glowing with a warm golden hue. "Let's choose this one. It feels like home, a path of trust and loyalty. Together, they stepped onto the golden path, feeling a wave of warmth envelop them. With every step forward, they embraced the uncertainty, ready to confront whatever challenges awaited their journey ahead. As they walked the golden path, a radiant vision appeared before them, a glimpse of their future filled with love, adventure, and a bond forged stronger than steel. Here, they saw the fruits of their trust and resilience. In that moment, they understood that their journey was not just about uncovering truths, but also about the choices they would make along the way. Each decision, each step forward would shape their destinies forever. With every heartbeat echoing their resolve, Alaric and Seraphine continued down the golden path. Side by side, they embraced the adventure that awaited them, their hearts intertwined, ready to face whatever lay ahead. The path ahead shimmered with promise, and as they moved forward, the temple began to fade behind them, symbolizing that they were leaving their past behind. It was time to embrace their new future, one they would shape together. And so Alaric and Seraphine stepped into the unknown, where love, trust, and the secrets of the past would guide their steps. Their journey was far from over, but together they would conquer all challenges and continue to shape their destinies.